welcome back to the ESL Euro Series semifinal match between Fnatic and Na'Vi. We're here into fourth set. Fnatic leads 2-1. This is game 3 of the fourth set. Tied up 1-1 between Naama and Minato. Let's jump right into the game. In fact, there's some cool stuff going on right now. Really quickly, red turn to the top right is Fnatic Naama. And the yellow Zerg at the bottom left. He has to win this to keep Na'Vi in the match. He is Minato. And we do have Naama going for a proxy 2-Rax, trying to end it fast. Of course, Minato knows it's a proxy 2-Rax. His drone got in the main, saw the SCV count, but he doesn't know where it is. But he knows it's a proxy 2-Rax, which is kind of helpful. But again, Fnatic leads the series 2-1. If Naama wins this map, it's over. Fnatic wins. They advance to the finals, play Mouse Sports, which will be next week. If Minato wins, it'll tie it up 2-2. We'll have a fifth and final series, which is going to be between Zanster from Fnatic and Straylock from Na'Vi. Oh, look at his shenanigans. Wait, is that even... Yeah, I think that's a solid wall. Getting a nice Marine in the pocket there. A great bunker location. Now the high ground bunker, Marines can't quite shoot. Bunker quickly cancels another high ground bunker built. Now there's 3 Marines here. Minato trying to build Spine Cores to defend. The Spine Core could be a little bit too far forward, though. Very vulnerable. Marines, can they take it out? Drone is going under a lot of fire. 1 drone goes down. 6 Zerglings in production. Minato not building any queens, spending all his minerals on Spine Cores and Zerglings. Now that they're out, if he can take down his bunker, he's going for it. The bunker is canceled. The Spine Core is almost up. Once that gets up, his defense will be solid. He needs to just protect it for a little bit longer. Keep the drones alive. Keep the drones alive. There he goes. 1 more pump fake to back the Marines out. Now the spine is up. And that should end the 2-Rax. An excellent defense by Minato. And now we're going to have Naama have to transition. A few more Zerglings being built. He's actually going for some Marine kills there. Gets 2 Marines. Backs away. More Marines in the picture. This Spine Core is a half-life, but it's still enough to really scare the Marines. Now Minato is continuing to make Zerglings. Look at this, actually running by. This could be huge. Remember, Zerglings are faster than Marines. He can get back to, is Naama going to get a wall off in time? Is he even going to try to? Oh, the Zerglings turned around to go for the Marines, not realizing there's too many. Might lost his opportunity. Meanwhile, more Zerglings being built. When the Marines are distracted, the Spine Core moves forward. Exactly what he does. Now he's going back. I was wondering when he'd go back into droning. He's only at 13 drones. I think he could have droned a little bit earlier. Wanted to be extra safe, and he may be to get a couple SCV kills here. Oh no, there's a wall. The Zerglings are trapped. No, poor little Zerglings. There's the wall, and he sees the command center. Meanwhile, he built enough extra Zerglings. He's going to take out this bunker. Nice distraction technique there, and behind us, expect nothing but drones from Minato. He's got an expansion up, but he's still down a little bit of workers. But remember, he can build nothing but workers now. He's got a spine. He's got plenty of Zerglings. And Naama only has 1 command center, so he can only single build SCV. So Minato should get the drone lead fairly soon. 1 barracks needs to scout, other one is going to go back and retreat. We do see a bunker being built. Naama wants to be able to hold the low ground so he can move his expansion down there as soon as possible. And he's going to slowly work on building a wall here as well. He wants to know, what is Minato doing? Is he teching hard? Is he droning hard? Is he going for some all-in follow-up? As things stand, I think I would give Minato a slight lead, but it's very close. It's definitely very close. I mean, it's weird because the Terran has such a stronger economy. Excuse me. You have such a stronger economy during that push because they're going to have more SCVs than Zerg has drones at that moment. And in addition to that, they have the mule. But the instant that push fails, Zerg can, they have their Spine Core up. They can just do nothing but crank out drones. Whereas Terran, they can't crank out that many SCVs because they only have the 1 command center. And even now, the second orbital is just coming up. So while we saw Naama have a nice lead in economy for a bit, now we see it's evened out. And with the 3rd hatchery coming up, we should see Minato actually get ahead in drones. The question is, how fast will that be, and then what direction will both players go? Minato is mining off of 2 gases right now. We'll have to see what he chooses to spend with that. Zergling speed may be something he wants to look at, but he may actually get some upgrades for the Zerglings before he invests in speed. Meanwhile, Naama, look at this. Proxy T-Rex followed up with with double reactor Hellions. Wow. That could be a deadly blow. If Minato doesn't see this coming, and you know, maybe he knows Naama likes to do a lot of mech type plays, but this, I mean, if this is the Hellions build so fast. Remember, Hellions have a build time of 30 seconds. That's insanely fast. And you reactor them out. That means every minute Naama can build 8 Hellions a minute. That's a lot of Hellions every minute that can pop out as long as he has a supply, which is actually, it's hard to build enough depots to keep the Hellions happy. You can see Naama really made sure he had enough. There also wanted to make sure he had this wall set up. But the good news for Minato is because he knows Hellions are a possible transition, he's got the Roaches on the way. So the Roaches should be good for defense, but while he's getting Roaches, he's not getting the drone lead that ideally he'd have. Now, it's better to get Roaches and not lose drones than it is to get a lot of drones, and we saw in Game 1, I mean, he lost like 80 drones in Game 1. But here it comes, the Hellions all coming out here. What can Minato do to defend against this? Where are the Roaches? Are they in the right spot at the right time? Hellions going for the third base first, but there's nothing to kill here except a couple Zerglings. Getting a couple free kills. Oh, and the Roaches can push him away from the natural. And now Minato knows his opponent is going mass Hellions. He's getting a lot of speedlings. I think does he want to try to set up a surround? Because traditionally, I mean, Hellions should be pretty good against Zerglings. Huh. I like this barracks being dropped here. He can lift it up to scout later, but in the meantime, just make sure there's no 4th base being taken. Oh, he's been with 3 Hellions to scout. Oh, this is cool. While the Zerg's attacking him, he can get in here and kill drones. But wait, there's no drones. What does that tell him? Tells him the Zerg's making a lot of units. Well, that plus all the Zerglings there. So now, look at this. For defense, adding additional bunkers. Making 2 siege tanks now in addition to, we'll probably see some more either Widow Mines or Hellions being built here. There's a single Widow Mine here. Here comes the Banies, but the Widow Mine doesn't get the massive hit off yet, but it can get a nice hits off on the Roaches. Remember, Speedlings are being rallied, but Hellions are very good against Speedlings. Holding the ramp, when they clump on the ramp, the Hellions do massive AoE damage, but there's so many Speedlings. Now getting into the main base here. The Hellions, oh, GG, not even going to play it out. Minato, back-to-back aggressive builds. Well, sorry, not back-to-back. Game 1 and Game 3 he did aggressive builds. Game 1 it didn't work. Fell down. Choose to go to the Mutilus in Game 2. Won that game and just holding off Naama's big attack. Then Game 3 taking it with a really cool Roach speeding attack. That's not something you expect, you know. I don't think Naama expected mass speedings. He's like, I'm massing Hellions. And then Minato's like, oh yeah? I get mass speedings. And because you never expect that, you're going to cut Hellion production. And when you cut Hellion production, you're only going to have like 8 to 10. And if I get the Roaches in first, if I surround the Hellions, if you lose 3 trying to counterattack into my 3rd base, then all of a sudden I can actually just overwhelm you because you only have like 5 hurt Hellions left. And my speedings can overrun that just because I have so freaking many producing off of 3 hatcheries. So, wow, what a game. Proxy 2-racks, great defense, Zergling counterattack, double reactor Hellions, Roach defense into Roach, Baneling, mass speeding all in. Pretty cool stuff. And Minato, he's taken 2 for his team so far. In fact, he's the only person on Team Na'Vi to win yet. Winning 2-0 over Naiden, then 2-1 over Naama. And remember in the quarterfinals, he took out Stardust as well. This guy is... Look out for Minato, man. This guy is a scary, scary contender. But coming up next, the deciding best of 3 is going to be between Straylock from Na'Vi and Xanster from Fnatic. Whichever team wins this series goes on to the finals.